we are going to be making fry bread in honor of him and his heritage, and my heritage too. So we are going to be making fry bread. So for fry bread, what we need is lukewarm water, and here we have our thermometer to make sure that we have the correct temperature so we don't boil or cook the yeast, we just activate it. So let's see for this. So we want to make sure that our water is at 100 to 110. So is at 1010 exactly. Okay, so you can go ahead and turn that off. So now what we are, well, first the other things that we are going to be needing is 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2.5 cups of flour, and like I said, 1 package of yeast, which would also be 2 1/4 teaspoon. So we're going to turn this off because it didn't turn off. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is dump our water into our mixing bowl on top of our yeast. So first,
2.5 teaspoons?
2.5 teaspoons of yeast goes in. Now our water. Next, we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes so that way the yeast can activate. So now we're going to add our butter. And this is our 2 tablespoons of butter. So,
don't let it float.
Yeah,
Come on.
and then now we're going to add our sugar. Yeah, our 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of salt.
Spoon, just gonna mix it up just slightly.
Then we're going to get a spoon to mix it up. Now we're going to bring our flour towards us and go ahead and put it in the mixer. And mix it. And start it slow. So we are using a mead mixer instead of an actual full mixer. We're going to go ahead and okay, and then
Flatter.
go ahead and scrape the edges as you can possibly see. And just to make sure it's in and everything is getting mixed in.
So what we're going to do here is we're just going to take it and we're going to turn it inside of here and kind of mash it, make sure we get all the moisture into that flour.
Okay, so now that we have this, we are going to go ahead and cover it and let it sit for an hour to make sure that it rises.
So when it rises, it should almost double in size when it rises. Not going to be much of a rise because we didn't really activate as much yeast out of this and the glutens. We just wanted to come up a little bit so that way it gets a nice texture when we go to fry it.
Okay, so now that our fry bread has about 10 minutes left, we are going to go ahead and prepare for the next step, which is frying our fry bread. So traditionally they would use lard and something called Crisco.
Shortening. Shortening is what would used to be used. But today we're just going to use some plain old peanut oil and just a very little bit of lard that we have sitting here. We're gonna add a little bit of lard to give it some flavor. It looks, we're gonna add about 4 tablespoons is what we're looking at right now, and it's just there for flavor. And we're gonna use a cast iron skillet, of course, so that way it's nice and thick to hold the heat better.
Okay, so we have this on medium high. That is our timer, which means we can go ahead and set up our flour surface so we can fold out our fry bread and make it into cookable, friable.
Friable. So here we go, just some nice little bit of flour, a little bit of dusting. We just don't want it to stick a little bit.
I feel like I'm playing with snow in this.
And then this didn't do much, as you can see. Just gonna lay it out.
Right, well here we have our delicious fry bread. Oh, it smells so good. You can eat it with apple butter, which smells homemade apple butter. So, Dad, help please. Alright, well I hope you had fun learning with me about the fry bread, and because we did learn a little bit about the history of fry bread, and I hope you guys get a chance to make it and enjoy this delicious